day you appeared on this earth, with eyes like the ocean, got blood on my shirt. From my camera angle, it looked like it hurt, but your mama had a big old smile. We took you home, saw your yellow skin, packed a few things and brought you back again. Stayed up all night worrying, wondering what was gonna make it better. Broken bones heal if you give them time. Take your fine-tooth comb from the barber's side. Our love's a protective poison, but you are your mother's child. She'll have you for a while, and one day you'll be grown, then you'll be on your own. Halloween costume, looking real cute, with your pillowcase full inside your astronaut suit. Your cousin the cowboy is eyeing your loot. Better watch that Snickers bar. Out on a diamond and you're up to bat, chewing your big league, adjusting your hat, taking a swing, hearing it crack. Look at that apple fly. The tears will dry if you give them time. Life's a roller coaster, keep your arms inside. Fear that's a big emotion, but you are your mother's child. She'll have you for a while, then one day you'll be grown, and then you'll be all alone. Posing for pictures, a cap and a gown. Summer is coming, you're driving round town. Everyone's asking what you're gonna do now. I know you're gonna make a splash. Find you a sweetheart to treat you so fine. Take her to dinner and kiss her goodnight. What I couldn't teach you, soon you'll realize she's the only thing that matters. Though he's a bastard, make your papa proud. You're a fine young man, and I got no doubt that you're gonna do this better, 'cause you are your mother's child. She had you for a while, and now that you're grown, you're making it on your own. Now that you're grown, never be this alone. Hi, thanks for watching my lesson. This one is on a beautiful song called You Are Your Mother's Child by Conor Oberst. I've done my research and that is definitely how you pronounce it. So come in for a close-up and I'll show you how it goes. Thank you. So this song, You Are Your Mother's Child, is from the Conor Oberst album Upside Down Mountain, which was released about 5 years ago. I think it's, in my opinion, his best album. I must confess I've not heard everything he's done, Bright Eyes or Conor Oberst stuff, but what I have heard, this is the best one. Lots of brilliant songs on it. This one's particularly poignant in the lyrics, I think, kind of telling that, or expressing the fear you have as a parent, specifically a father, the fear of I don't know, bringing up your child right, I guess, and also the power of a mother to sort it out if you get it wrong. That's the way I interpret it anyway. Obviously, lyrics are up to your own interpretation. Being that I am now a dad to a little boy, and having also lost my dad a few years ago, that kind of father-son relationship kind of particularly resonates with me in these lyrics. Above all else, it's just a good song. So let's learn it. So first things first, capo on the 2nd fret. So when I tell you what chord I'm playing, I'm going to be using the chord shape. So this is a G, where in actual fact it's obviously an A because we've got a capo on. But I'll put the chord diagrams up at the end, and I'll put the sounded note in brackets afterwards. So chords are quite simple. We've got a G, where we're not holding, we're muting the A string, and we're just holding down here the high E, we're not holding the B. We're going to have a B11, which is essentially a B7, but again you're leaving the high E string open. We're going to have a C, there's going to be an A minor in it, there's going to be a D. There's going to be a few rundowns, so we've kind of got like a G with an F sharp in the bass and a C with a B in the bass at one point, but we'll get to those when we do the chorus. Strumming wise, he finger picks it where I'm using a pick. That's because he only really is arpeggiating for the intro, and then he's more sort of strumming. I prefer strumming with a pick than my fingers, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Obviously up to you. Yeah, and the strumming pattern is fairly consistent throughout. You've kind of got a so we're going down, down, up, up, down, up, down. But you also have the option of sometimes, as I did in the little performance video, of doing a quick upstroke in between those first 2 downstrokes. So up to you. It's either or. So yeah, mix it up. The G, so we're going to start off with a G for the intro, and we're going to pick the intro. So what we're doing there, so some of those chords we're going to go down to the high E, some of them we're not, specifically the C. But this is the pattern we're going to use. So start off with the G, and we're going to go. So that's E string, D, G, B, G, D, G. Then we switch to our B11. Oh, sorry. So for the B11 we're just going A, D, G, B, E, B, G. So all together. And then we switch to a C, and we're going A, D, G, B, G, D, and then back to the G. So, and then back to the G chord. So that's E, D, G, B, E, and finish on the G. So all together so far. And then back to the C, using the same pattern we used before for the C, which is, and then back to the G, same as before. And then we're going to finish with an A minor. So for the A minor we're going E, D, G, B, E, B, G. And then finish with the D. D, G, B, E, B, G, D. So all together for the introduction. And that's the introduction. Right, let's look at a verse. So verse is exactly the same chords, but we're going to strum instead. So we're going to use that strumming pattern we already discussed. So remember, if we want to throw that quick upstroke in afterwards, we can. So that would be. What's nice with this is to not strum every note for each drum. So when you're going down, accentuate the lower notes, and when you're coming up, accentuate the higher ones. So start with a bass note, for example. And if you're comfortable, try picking as well. So we could go. So I've got that really kind of metronome type strumming movement with my hand there. So I notice on some of those up ones I'm really kind of getting stuck into it as well. And that's the verse, so you would do that twice for each verse. And then you'd move on to the chorus. I don't know if you'd call part of the chorus a pre-chorus, but essentially you're going to go to an A minor, D, chorus. So what we're doing there is we are starting with the A minor. Broken bones healed if you set them right. Take your fine-tooth comb to the barber's side. Love's a protective poison, but you are your mother's child. She'll have you for a while. And one day you'll be grown, then you'll be on your So same strumming pattern for most of that. So we start off with the A minor, and we go to the D, on that part we're going with a G, so we hit the G, we then go down again, and then we come up one. So, and then we walk down, and we are just holding the F sharp, so the second fret on the E string. Same again, down, down, up. And then we're playing an E minor, back to the original strumming pattern. we're still muting that E string on that walk down. Back to an A minor. So after the E, we're going to do it an A minor then a D. And what we're doing now, so after the D we're going to go to the C, and we're going to be moving, we're going to play a C, so all downstrokes. Actually no, we're going to throw in a little upstroke in between if you want. So we're playing a C, and then we're going to hold the second fret on that A string and play this kind of C with a B in the bass. Then we're going to go back to the C, and then we're going to go back to that B in the bass. So it doesn't really matter if you mute the D string for this or not. That's without it being muted, this is with it being muted. Because really it's sounding that, that's what you want. And then play an A minor. And then we're going to do a D, and we're going to do a similar thing back and forth between the F sharp and the G. Or the third fret and the second fret. So let's put all that into context. So start off with the chorus. Play the E minor, and then we go back to an A minor, and then a D. And then the only really tricky part of this song is this bit. So after you've done all that, you've gone to your A minor, and then your D, you're going to go. And all that is a G. So down, down, up. And then we're going to play a C, and with that C we're going to hit it, so kind of up to you whether this, so when you hit the C first you go down, and then you come up just playing these higher strings. So down, and then down, up, and then come down again, but this time our pinky is going to go on the third fret of the high E, and we're going to pull off. And then we're going to strum up after you've pulled off, so it's going to be playing the normal C again. Repeat that pattern, go back to the G. And you really want to flick that off to make it sound right, because if you don't, it's just you're not really going to hear that open string afterwards, which is quite tricky with your pinky. But it doesn't matter if it's messy, you don't have to be too precise with the picking, but try and get that sound. So stay down this, kind of just play the high notes for that. After the first strum of the C, stay down here, and just these three strings. So after you've done that 3 times, you're going to finish with a, just one down strum on the G, one on the C, one on the G. And that's pretty much the whole song. I think the last chorus you're going to extend it a little bit, so let's just play through that quickly. This bastard made your papa proud, you're a fine young man, and I got no doubt you're gonna do this better, 'cause you are your mother's child. She'll have you for a while, and one day you'll come and you're making it on your. Yeah, so after we get to the D, rather than going to the, we're then going to add a few additional chords. So we're going to do this rundown again. The G, F sharp, E minor. And then we're going to do an A minor. And a D again. And that's it. And then we're at the end. That's your lot. Song over. Yep, chords coming up at the end of the video in a minute. I hope that's helped someone out there. Really lovely song and good fun to play. So yeah, thank you very much. See you next time.